Hi guys, I am Olivia, and I have a 7-question Q&A for the abstract artist Tony Henson. So, Tony, what got you started painting?
Well, when I was 3 years old, I watched my oldest brother Todd draw Spider-Man comics at the kitchen table, and it was amazing and magical that he could take just a white sheet of paper, just a regular 8x10 sheet of notebook paper, and transform a character on that. So really watching him at a young age really inspired me to draw and to visually want to communicate and draw on my walls when I was younger.
So is that why you have a Spider-Man poster in your art studio?
Yeah, I got a Spider-Man poster there, and over there next to the Wolfman poster, I have that tattooed on my arm. On my left arm over here, I have a tattoo of Spider-Man that I got on my 40th birthday, kind of in honor of, you know, what got me into art. And this is my art arm. I have a Mark Rothko tattoo and Nike Samothrace, the Greek sculpture.
What is your inspiration?
Well, actually, I don't believe in inspiration. Inspiration, I think, is a word where artists are kind of sitting around like waiting for inspiration to hit them, or hit them on the head, or fall in the lap. My inspiration, or what I like to call my influence, is color and nature and music. I always listen to Pearl Jam when I paint. The last 5 years, my inspiration, you can see the color swatches I have on my studio wall there, and over there on the back side I have some. So, you know, color is a huge influence in my work. Music, nature, that's what my art is about.
And that is also why your artwork is named after many Pearl Jam songs.
Right, yeah. Pearl Jam songs in the title, or places, or certain colors make me think of a certain word, like sanctuary, that kind of associate that with the color purple.
What are your lifetime goals?
My lifetime goals is just to really try to get better, always get better. I have that written down on my studio wall, and every time I come down to the studio at night or during the day to paint, I always want to get better. I always want the quality to get better. My 5-year goal is to be represented in gallery in New York City, in Chicago, in bigger cities. I met my 5-year goal that I had previously years ago, like 10 years ago. My 5-year goal was being a gallery in Atlanta, Charlotte, and Washington, D.C. I've met that goal now in 2015. So my next goal is the big time, the Big Apple.
Do you think you'll be able to complete it?
Oh yeah, definitely. I definitely think with talent, but more so for being persistent and determination, I'll definitely achieve the goal of being in galleries in New York City, being represented by different galleries in bigger cities in the United States, and to make a living selling my art. By the time I'm 50, 55, I don't want to be teaching college anymore. I want to be strict income off my abstract work.
Go big or go home?
Go big or go home. That's right. That's my quote.
How many years do you plan to keep on painting?
I will paint until I'm in the grave, and after I die, I continue to paint in heaven. Hopefully, that there'll be colors there, kind of like in the movie What Dreams May Come with Robin Williams. I will paint until my last breath. I will be on my deathbed painting if somebody brings me a canvas.
Which is your favorite painting if you had to choose?
The favorite painting, if I had to choose, is probably the 3x3 foot painting upstairs called Passage. The one going from the 2nd level to the 3rd level of our home, Passage of Time, that's almost 4x5 feet. That's up there. And then also the painting right behind you, my most current work, the 4x3 foot painting called Cascade, is definitely up there in the top, probably 4 or 5. So it changes because every week, every month I get better. I have better paintings, and so the kind of the benchmark kind of goes up and down and fluctuates.
And you can view these paintings in our studio tour. Where do you buy your paint?
Well, I order all my paint through Utrecht.com, UtrechtArt.com. And I've been ordering from Utrecht gesso, acrylic paint, and some brushes since 1993. So over 20 years, 22 years, I've been ordering paint from the same company. It's really thick. It has so much bold texture to it, the viscosity of it. It's kind of like if you go to Hobby Lobby or Michael's, you get acrylic paint, and it's soup. Acrylic paint is like a big Frosty. It's really thick. It's closer to the consistency of peanut butter than the really cheap stuff you get at art stores.
Like you would suggest the U-Track paint to your viewers, right?
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely, to any artist out there, professional or hobby or whatever, definitely get U-Track brand.
Were you ever rejected in your work?
Oh yeah, I get rejected constantly. It's almost an every day or every week. If I submit to a gallery, I may submit to 80 galleries, and I might have 2 or 3 that's interested. And that's not like that. I mean, it's like that for all artists, not just me, but for every artist, every painter that's out there. They'll submit to hundreds and hundreds of galleries, and they may get 5 or 6 coming back. But you got to think of that there's about, say there's 600,000 artists, painters in the United States, and there's maybe only 13,000 galleries, something like that. So you have a huge amount of artists trying to funnel and get represented and shown into the small amount of galleries in comparison.
And our final question is, do you think you would ever get to the point where you're so bored and depressed with art that you would quit?
No, never. No, I know, like we talked about Mark Rothko and committing suicide in September 1970, and a lot of artists and musicians and actors get to that point, but to me, every morning I wake up, I'm blessed to be able to see. I'm blessed to be able to inspire people through teaching college or through painting or sharing videos like you're doing now, and interviews. I am humbled and blessed to be an artist, and I will continue to paint. And painting is what makes me uplifted and happy and excited. It's what's in my DNA. I would never stop painting. I would never be sad or depressed, even if I never sold a painting or got into another gallery. This is
because you love to
the art. This is what it's about. Not selling, not showing, not having anybody's approval. I paint for myself, period. And I'll continue to paint.
Alright, thank you for this special exclusive interview, Tony. And be sure to like and comment and subscribe. Okay, thank you. Bye.
Thanks a lot.